On this vote, the yeas are 222, the nays are 209. The bill is passed. The motion is adopted.
After 43 long days, America's most expensive political staring contest is finally over. On Wednesday, Donald Trump signed a funding bill to reopen the U.S. government, ending the longest shutdown in U.S. history. Cue the victory lap. Trump, ever the showman, framed it as a win for making America affordable again. The reality, the federal government is limping back to life. Over $38 trillion in debt and counting, and nothing truly won except the chance to do it all over again in January. Now, what really happened? For 6 weeks, millions of federal employees went unpaid. Public services were frozen and air traffic nearly ground to a halt. The shutdown began when Senate Democrats refused to sign off on a spending bill that excluded health insurance subsidies under Obamacare tax credits that helped nearly 20 million Americans afford coverage. After 14 rounds of failed votes and a series of bitter exchanges between Republicans and Democrats, a temporary truce was reached. Reopen the government now, fight about healthcare later. So yes, the lights are back on in Washington, but the fire is still smoldering. In his signature flourish, Trump announced the reopening as proof of his leadership, calling Democrats cruel for attempting to extort American taxpayers. He says with this bill, he's sending them a clear message.
For the past 43 days, Democrats in Congress shut down the government of the United States in an attempt to extort American taxpayers for hundreds of billions of dollars for illegal aliens and people that came into our country illegally, from gangs, from prisons, from mental institutions. They wanted to pay them $1.5 trillion, which would have really hurt our healthcare businesses and our recipients at levels never seen before. Today, we're sending a clear message that we will never give in to extortion, because that's what it was.
But the fine print tells a different story. The bill essentially does very little to nothing of what he wanted politically. No new spending cuts, no structural reforms, and no guarantee that the next shutdown won't happen again by the 30th of January. What it does do is force the government to reopen, pay back federal workers, and restart crucial programs like food assistance and air traffic control. The bare minimum a functioning state should provide. Democrats say this fight is not over, vowing to push for healthcare subsidies in December. Translation: the standoff is paused, not resolved. While Washington bickered, the country bled. Thousands of federal workers were forced to dip into their savings or take side gigs just to stay afloat. Air travel became a nightmare with flight delays, sick call-ins, and near misses mounting. Experts say it could take weeks to stabilize flight schedules. Food assistance programs for over 42 million low-income Americans were disrupted. Economic data releases, crucial for markets and policy making, were delayed or cancelled. Even now, restarting a government this size isn't as simple as flipping a switch. Some agencies say it could take days or weeks to resume normal operations. The new funding bill extends government spending through January 30th, so yes, the government is back, but it's running on borrowed time and borrowed money. If you're wondering who actually benefited from this chaos, look to gold traders. Each time Washington shuts down, gold prices climb, and this round was no exception. Political gridlock in the world's largest economy continues to prove that uncertainty is the only truly reliable asset. Trump's team is spinning this as a moment, the strong leader ending the crisis he insists Democrats caused. But a closer look will reveal this wasn't a win. It was an expensive pause, a band-aid on a bullet wound, with another shutdown already on the calendar. The government may be open again, but the question still hangs heavy. How long until Washington shuts it down again.